Well, hello the internet, it's Ghost here, and welcome to episode 93 of Creative Minecraft, in which today we are continuing the Taylor Swift Village on the Fearless section. Hopefully, over the course of the next week or two, I will get the village fully finished and start the Speak Now section, which then means there will be more going on per video. I'm just trying to account for the fact that I don't always have time to record new videos. Except for on the weekends, so we're just trying to keep the footage going at a steady pace. So if you like the idea of seeing builds done in colour palettes based off of album covers, then like and subscribe, because that's what this entire little mini-series within a series is. Other than that, there's not much more to say besides we're building in the block palette. We're picking up where we left off last time, halfway into a house. This house is the first half of the You Belong With Me section, because that's my favourite song, so it had a couple of builds dedicated to it. And I'm not just talking about two houses, there are a number of park benches, because references. Not all of the villages are going to have brilliant references. Not all of the sections of the villages are going to have super brilliant references. This one does, because it's my favourite album and I've listened to a lot of it. We're using white terracotta. I couldn't figure out what block that was for a second. Spruce. I love how I just kind of said that and stopped. Yellow terracotta for the floor, but that was in the last episode, and stripped oak, because that is in the colour palette. As you can see in the top left corner, there is a picture of the Fearless album. I don't know if that's always going to be in the videos, because if I am stupid and forget to, casually put it in on Streamlabs, then I have to put it in on the final video, which I probably will always forget to do. Do I have a thumbnail ready at the point of recording this voiceover? No. I have to do that after this, which is flipping-tastic. I then spent forever faffing around trying to get the staircase right. If you know anything about me from my videos, you'll know I hate roofs, and I also hate staircases. I also had to change the roof because it looked weird. And honestly, that's my justification for changing things and going with what I normally do. It looks weird. You can see a bunch of pink boxes on the floor. That's where all the other houses are going, effectively. I planned out all of 3 build locations and didn't get much further. I keep saying every single episode, we're probably going to do Aziraphale's bookshop at some point from Good Omens, and probably the TARDIS. When I have the patience to do a build that isn't just in this scale, I scale my builds to Minecraft doors, so I have to work out how I would do the TARDIS in an appropriate scale with working doors. I also have to learn how to use command blocks. I also have to decide where it's going to go. Like, what's probably going to happen is I'll do like a section of themed builds, and I will make an alleyway, build a little blue box that's the TARDIS. You step on a pressure plate and kaboom, it takes you into the TARDIS, because that way I don't have to deal with the faff that is programming things. The faff that is trying to say put it in the middle of a mountain, you can only see the front of it, you can't walk the whole way around. That doesn't make it as immersive, does it? I don't know when we're going to do this. This might all roll into next year, because we're doing Halloween builds soon, theoretically. I haven't decided. Oh, that's bad. We are not even 5 days out before I have to do a Halloween build. Oops. I'm going to have to go film Halloween builds soon. And then we do Christmas builds. I don't know what I'm doing for either yet, which is a terrible position to be in. So yeah, going back to the houses, I finished up the boxy things, apparently stared around it for a while. Then I put in a lot of yellow furniture and stuff, because yellow kind of works with the colour palette. It's a bit brighter, but hey, we go with it. I then couldn't decide whether to use birch wood or oak wood, and then decided I'm going to get carpets. I then added barrels, put plant pots on with a dandelion because yellow, added doors, then I made a desk area, which I think we're going to do with birch. Are we going to do with birch? No? Sandstone! We're doing it with sandstone. It has been a while since I recorded this, so I have no idea what we're doing. Then I added a lantern so there's some level of light. Added in more carpet and kind of finished up the interior of this house, put in bookshelves, just made it kind of housey. I think is this the only thing we're doing this episode? Oh god. I then added frog lights on the walls, but obviously they don't like illuminate the room. So I had to put light blocks in front of them in order to get them to do that. Then I added bookshelves, more bookshelves in that gap in the stairs. And for some reason decided that the highly appropriate thing to do was to add a railing to the staircase. I don't normally do this, but I did today. I then, for some reason, decided I had to look at the colour palette again. I had stared at that colour palette for ages. Why did I need to look at it again? Added in some paintings, kind of, to explain it, the way these builds go is we do all the boring structural work, then we have to fill it with decorations, and sometimes there's not enough space for decorations, other times there's too much space, and it's like you can't put one thing in one place because then it looks stupid. So we kind of just have to work around what we can and can't do. I then made a pot with hearts on, and I think a broken heart because fearless. If you know, you know. So that's the only thing I can really say there, I guess. I then decorated with flowers outside, and that's it for the video. Goodbye, the internet.